Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Welcome back to my channel. Everyone say hi to Leo. Mwah.
She gon' pop it open. She gon' make it pour.
Anyway, hi guys, welcome to today's video. I really wanted to film a pros and cons of going to the University of Miami. If you didn't know, if you're new to the vlogs, new to the channel, my name's Kelly. I go to the University of Miami. I just finished my freshman year, so I'm now a sophomore, I guess. I'm sorry, don't mind Leo. I'm just gonna hold his hand. But I wanted to film one of these for a while, and I watched a lot of like pros and cons or like what to expect about UM before I went. And so hopefully this video isn't super repetitive to all the other ones. I feel like it's gonna be though. But you're so cute. Mwah. Okay, he's gonna be interrupting a lot. I wanted to make a little pros and cons video and tell you some of my favorite things about UM and some of my least favorite things. My biggest pro, the environment and the location of the school is probably my favorite thing. I think it's a lot of people's favorite things. Not only is the campus beautiful, surrounded by trees, palm trees, it's super sunny. You're right in Coral Gables, which is just super close to the actual city, and it's in a really nice... Dang, Leo just got on my bed. If you want to look back on some of my vlogs, I used to film a lot when I was on campus and I lived on campus and stuff. It is absolutely stunning and the environment is amazing. There's always people out, you know, people doing things, stuff happening, which I really, really like. I don't know, it's just a very good, positive vibe when you're there. And it's in Miami. There's always stuff to do in Miami. So that's definitely the biggest pro. I think the biggest con is definitely price, expenses. Not only is the school a private school, so it's automatically going to be more expensive. You're also in Miami, which is an expensive city. So if you want to do things, because there's so many things to do, but if you want to do things, it's usually quite expensive. Especially if you like have a car and are driving down there, you have to pay for parking. Dinners are quite expensive if you want to go to dinner. Overpriced clubs if you're into partying and things like that. Everything is quite expensive. So that's definitely the biggest con. You know, the school definitely gives like need-based aid and academic aid and stuff, so I would definitely check into stuff like that. But obviously just stuff there is very expensive. That leads me to another popular con that I hear a lot of people say, and that is like the stereotype, like the daddy's money stereotype. There's just gonna be people whose parents are super financially successful, and then there's just gonna be like normal people who are working their college jobs, broke college kids and stuff like that. And I do think that there is that same range at UM. There's definitely a wealthier crowd, but I've never witnessed anyone be like obnoxious or like crazy or weird about it. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it definitely is there. So you definitely do have that vibe. I feel like I'm just listing all the cons now. Here's another con: freshman dorms. The dorms are not the best. You would think for such maybe like a nice school, the dorms suck. I think they're rebuilding the freshman dorms, but the current ones, you know, they just aren't nice. They're very old, and so, you know, they're not the nicest things in the world. And that goes with like the dining hall. The dining hall sucks, but I just think that's part of the college experience, or at least that's what I'm telling myself. It's only a year, and a lot of people don't even end up eating at the dining hall all that much. So that leads me to some pros. UM has a farmer's market every Wednesday, and it is probably my favorite thing ever. You can get smoothie bowls, you can get poke bowls. It is just so fun. It's so great. This could be a pro or a con depending on the person, but it's a big pro for me. Greek life, for example. The sororities are not like those southern school sororities where it's like, oh my gosh, it's a huge deal and stuff like that. I like that UM is not like a big southern school type of vibe. I personally like that. Some people might prefer like that college experience vibe and like that college town and things like that, but I like that we have the city, but we also have a little bit of the college town, so it's not like you're in New York or anything like that. I love it. So once again, like football games, that could be a pro or a con to someone. The fact that we don't have a football field right on campus, you would have to drive, you would have to trek all the way to the Hard Rock. I haven't been to a football game yet. I did my first semester remote, so maybe that's why, but like, I don't know if that is a make or break to people, but I don't mind, and so it's not a con in my books. Another thing that could be a pro or a con is the weather. So a lot of people come from the north and the weather is a huge pro, the fact that it's so warm all the time. I'm from Florida, so it's kind of just like normal for me that the weather is hot all the time. Some people might hate it. It is so hot and it is so humid. You will walk to class and be sweating if you're outside for 1 minute, you will sweat, and then you'll get to class and then you'll be freezing because the classrooms are so cold. So I don't know if that's a pro or a con. I personally kind of think it's a con because I like to wear sweatpants, and being out in the heat is not the best, but I'm very used to it. So I don't know if that's a pro or a con. Now I'm going to talk about academics. UM is a top 50 school, so that is great. It is definitely up there. It has good academics. It has a good reputation. It has a lot of diverse programs, which I think is really cool. Home marine biology thing, a home marine biology campus, shark tagging stuff. A music school is really big, stuff like that. Business school, a lot of opportunities. The biggest con is that, I'm sorry, but the advising system that they have going on is awful. I probably met with my advisor once and it was not a very helpful experience or beneficial experience in any way. It's very figure it out yourself. I remember my first time ever applying to classes, it was quite a stressful mental breakdown process because I had no idea what I was doing, and you didn't really get a lot of help. You kind of had to just do it yourself and figure it out. So it definitely is, you know, very confusing, and so that part definitely sucks. Even now, I tried to switch majors and I came in pre-PT, pre-med, and now I'm a marketing major in an entire different school within the college. That was a very confusing process. I'm not even officially in the business school yet, so I don't even know what's going on. I also had some difficulties transferring credits and stuff, so I just think that their advising system sucks, to be honest. So I don't know. I really don't even know what to say. Anyway, I absolutely love UM. I've had a very, very good experience. I did remote my first semester, and then I went in person my second one, which was life-changing. It was a pretty big adjustment for me, and it was probably one of my best decisions I've ever made. I was very glad that I went in person, and I was on campus. I met so many people. I joined a sorority. I, you know, did in-person classes. UM is going back to all in-person classes now, which is honestly kind of scary because I don't even know how to do that anymore, but I'm excited. It is so fun. I love it. The professors usually are pretty good, and try to give yourself the best schedule possible and don't give yourself 8 a.m.s. Last semester I had a 6:30 a.m. class, and it was probably the worst thing I ever have done in my life. Don't do a 6:30 a.m. class. Please leave down below any more like college advice videos you'd love me to do, because I actually really like filming them. I feel like I'm not good at giving advice or expressing my thoughts, so I apologize, but hopefully this was helpful. I will be back on campus. Well, I won't be living on campus, but I will be back in a month to school, so stay tuned for the vlogs. Please like and subscribe. You can follow my Instagram, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helped. Leave questions down below. I'd love to do like a Q&A or something. If people ask enough questions, that would be very fun.
She gon' pop it open, she gon' make it pour. Even though I drive a foreign